Good morning, dear students. In our previous lecture, we have talked about rate constant and order of reaction. In today's lecture, we will see the chemical reaction, the examples of chemical reaction with different orders and the unit for the rate constant. So let us revise the definition of order of reaction. I have explained you that order of reaction is the sum of the powers to the concentration term which is written in rate law. Rate law was given by rate equals to K into concentration of A to the power m1 into concentration of B to the power m2. This is called rate law, where rate is related with concentration of the reactant. So these powers m1 and m2, which are determined experimentally, the sum of m1 and m2 will give you order of reaction. If the value of m1 plus m2 is equals to 0, that is called zero order reaction. If value of m1 plus m2 is equals to 1, then it is first order reaction, and if value of m1 plus m2 is equals to 2, that is called second order reaction. Remember, there are few reactions for which order comes in fractions. So fractional order reactions are also there. There are few reactions where order is 1.5. So value can be 0, it can be whole number, it can be in fraction. So today's lecture we will talk about simple reactions only. So let's first start with zero order reaction where m1 plus m2 will be equals to 0. For this, let us take example of decomposition of ammonia over platinum sulfates. Ammonia molecules get absorbed on the surface of platinum, and there ammonia molecules undergoes decomposition or dissociation. As a result of decomposition, we are getting N2 gas plus 3H2 gas. Now, for this chemical reaction, the rate law is given as rate equals to K into concentration of NH3 to the power 0. Concentration to the power 0 means it is a zero order reaction. If we increase or decrease the concentration of ammonia, it will not affect the rate of reaction. So zero order reactions are those reactions in which rate of reaction remains unaffected by the concentration of the reactant. If we increase the concentration of ammonia, there will be no increase in rate of reaction. If we decrease the concentration of ammonia, then there will be no decrease in the rate of reaction, because rate of reaction here is independent of concentration. The ammonia molecules undergoes decomposition when platinum surface is available. If platinum surface is not available, then ammonia molecule will not show decomposition. It means platinum surface here forms the limiting factor. If we increase the surface area of platinum, then more molecules of ammonia will be absorbed over the platinum surface and there will be more decomposition. if we decrease the surface area of platinum, then less molecules will be absorbed over the platinum surface, as a result of which less molecules will be converted into N2 plus H2, or rate of decomposition will decrease. So all those reactions in which some limiting factors are there, then such reaction belongs to zero order reaction. One of the most important example is photosynthesis reaction, where carbon dioxide reacts with water, as a result of which we obtain glucose with the release of oxygen gas. But what we require? We require the presence of sunlight and presence of chlorophyll. If sunlight is absent and chlorophyll is absent from the plants, then photosynthesis reaction will not take place. So in photosynthesis reaction also, sunlight and chlorophyll forms the limiting factor. So photosynthesis is also a type of zero order reaction, we can say. Now about the unit. So unit of K can be written as rate divided by concentration to the power 0. Unit of rate is mole per liter per second. Because what is rate? Rate is change in concentration of reactant or product with respect to time. So molarity divided by time will gives you unit for rate. So unit for rate is mole per liter per second divided by concentration to the power 0. Concentration is molarity. And what is molarity? Mole per liter is the unit. To the power 0. Anything to power 0 is 1. So mole per liter per second divided by 1 will give you unit of K as mole per liter per second. So for zero order reaction, unit of rate and unit of K remain same. Then let us come to first order reaction. Reaction where M1 plus M2 will be equals to 1. Example, decomposition of sulfuryl chloride, SO2Cl. Remember, SO2Cl2 is iron chloride. SO2Cl2 is sulfuryl chloride, gives you SO2 plus Cl2. Rate can be written here as rate equals to K into concentration of SO2Cl2 to the power 1. To the power 1. It means it is a first order reaction. If concentration of reactant becomes double, then rate of reaction will also be double. If concentration of reactant becomes 3 times, then rate of reaction also becomes 3 times. So here, rate depends on the concentration. Then the unit, again, K equals to rate divided by concentration to the power 0. Unit of rate is mole per liter per second. Unit of concentration, mole per liter, cancel out mole by mole, per liter gives you per second. So for first order reaction, the unit of rate is per second or time inverse. So whenever you are provided K in any numerical and its unit is time inverse, then definitely reaction belongs to first order reaction. Then comes number 3rd, second order reaction where M1 plus M2 will be 2. Example for this reaction, H2 plus I2 gives you twice of HI. Rate can be written as rate equals to K into concentration of H2 to the power 1 into concentration of I2 to the power 1. If we increase the concentration of H2, rate of reaction will increase. If we increase the concentration of I2, rate of reaction will increase. Suppose we are doubling the concentration of H2, then rate of reaction will also get doubled. If we doubling the concentration of I2, rate of reaction becomes 2 times. If we are doubling the concentration of H2 as well as I2, then the rate of reaction becomes 4 times. Because rate depends on concentration of H2 as well as concentration of I2. Now comes the unit of K. K is equals to rate divided by concentration to the power 2. Rate is mole per liter per second, concentration is mole per liter to the power 2. Open the bracket, you will get mole square per liter square. Cancel out the common terms, you will get mole inverse liter per second as the unit of K for second order reaction. Remember, there are few reactions in which two molecules of reactant are taking part. Two molecules of reactant are taking part. But still, the order of the reaction is 1 because in that case the reaction gets complete in 2 steps. Step first and step number second. One of the step is fast step and another step is slow step. Remember, rate of reaction is determined by slow step, not by the fast step. The concentration term which are used in fast step will not be included in rate of reaction or rate law. Only the concentration of reactant which is taking part in slow reaction, slow step will be written in rate law. That's all for today. Thank you.